trying to play. Okay. Exercising a little nervous sweat. Trying to get some bodies in there. Oh, so nice. So nice. You never saw Bear Payment time you left, did you?
Yeah, okay. I'll get the right name here.
We live so far away.
The other side, they can say. Glad I didn't have to write down. Teacher says I don't need tethers and Dan thrills riding with him. Well, we have to throw these up to get these.
Where's the Albert?
Roads, best part.
They don't have to bury the snakes. Check her out.
I saw that. Okay, that was it. You just look 20 years old.
Did all right, so the mustache off of
Jay.
Hey, I'm trying to show Lauren. I'm
Some of them married too. Well, okay, one is now small, his grandsons are married to granddaughters. Okay.
And I am. Hello, Jake. West Valley Center, is that where you're teaching? That's not my information. Somebody said from West Valley Yes? You're living in Magna. It's snowy. Actually, down here, we go to the Come here, you dumb devil. Come here. Come on. You gotta please. Come on. Before you run around here.
Sheila. Cut the camera.
Hey, Mark. Where's Richard Lappy? Hey there.
Marcy, there's Marcy, that strange girl that came to our house. What's funny is, we think she looks a lot like you. I do. I think she has a lot of your voice. So I think that's a strange girl.
Have been asked to serve as pallbearers if they would please walk in front of the casket going into the chapel. We'll go out the west door here. And the family should come immediately behind the casket going into the chapel.
thank you on behalf of the family for making an effort to come on such a wintry day. I would encourage 17 in the Manti LDS Temple. He died July 14th, 1957. An active member of the LDS Church, having served as president of primary for 12 years and many other positions in Morgan State. Relief Society visiting teacher at the time of her death. Longtime member and past captain of Daughters of the Utah Pioneers. Active in Senior Citizens Organization and Ladies Literary Club. Graduated from Southern Utah State University in Cedar City and received her teaching certificate from the University of Utah. Survived by 4 children, Mrs. Albert R., Vivian Simmons, Prohl, Utah, Daniel Ward Olsen, Ephraim, Utah, Mrs. Benjamin E., Winifred Cole, Ely, Nevada, Mrs. Richard G. April Assumption, Salt Lake City, Utah, 22 grandchildren and 55 great-grandchildren. Sister Marcella Slack, Cedar City, Utah. Burial in the Ephraim Park Cemetery. Dora's son, Ward Olsen, gave the family prayer prior to these services. The prelude and postlude music is being played by Nadine Nipley. We will continue with the program, hearing first a tribute by a granddaughter, Helen Haney. Then our ward choir, of which Dora was a member, will sing "Oh My Father." We'll then hear a son-in-law, Richard Sumption, speak to us, followed by a violin solo by a granddaughter-in-law, Kathy Olsen. Another speaker by another son-in-law, Albert R. Simmons, and then we'll be favored by a piano organ duet by Richard and April Sumption.
Dear Grandma, there are so many things I should have said while you were here, but it always seemed like there would be sufficient time. And as I would come to visit you, you were always glad to see me. And I remember when it came time to leave, you would say, "Well, can't you stay a little longer? Or do you really have to go?" I felt like I had stayed a long time, and yet now it all seems insignificant. During your recent hospital stay, you told me you thought your time here on earth was coming to a close. I didn't comprehend how soon that would be. Living so close, I haven't appreciated what it would be like not to have you here. I was lucky to live close because as your children came home with their families to visit, I grew to know and love my aunts, uncles, and cousins. I remember their visits and the scrumptious meals we ate in your home. Many of the things you prepared were out of your own garden. You took a lot of pride in raising a weed-free garden and in their accomplishments, and as their children grew, you took pride in their progress also. I remember all the pictures you would receive and place on your mantle, the cards and letters they sent you, you treasured. You never missed an opportunity to tell me how special you thought I was. When I was young and came to your home to practice the piano, you would stop what you were doing and sit and listen to me. You encouraged me to attend choir practice with you through the years, helping to instill in me a greater knowledge and a love for music. I can remember you as my primary teacher, helping me to memorize the articles of faith and teaching me how to crochet. You enjoyed quilting so much, and I feel lucky to have the beautiful quilts that we made together. Grandma, I remember you as an industrious person. You always seemed to be busy in church and civic affairs. I recall your dedication to political affairs and the many years you registered voters and served as an election judge. You enjoyed reading, and if I ever needed help with a research paper or project, you were willing to help in any way you could. I can recall your looking through encyclopedias and jotting down pertinent facts so I could concentrate my efforts in reading and writing the material. To my knowledge, you never failed to read the newspaper, and you were always well informed on current events. After I left home to attend college, your interest in me didn't waver. Whenever I arrived home, you made an effort to come over to visit, knowing I probably would not be getting over to your house. When I lived on the Indian reservation, you took interest in my work there and seemed to enjoy the Indian articles I gave you. This interest was not limited to just me either. You enjoyed hearing from all your grandchildren. I recall your keeping a special book to list all our birthdays and our children's birthdays, along with other important information. You made an effort to attend special occasions with your family, including birthdays, graduations, award ceremonies, special church events, weddings, and reunions. Grandma, I think you thought 92 years was a long time to live. But without all those years, my children would not have known you. They enjoyed going to your home to get candy, and I enjoyed hearing you tell them that your doctor told you it was good for you and you could have all the candy you wanted. Grandma, I know you loved me, and as I reflect on memories in my life, you are a major influence. I don't think we always appreciate fully what we have until it is gone and a void is left. I love you, Grandma, and may you find peace and happiness in your new mission. All my love, your grandmother.
Certainly spent many hours with crafts and with creative talents that she had. Just 2 years ago, a quilt that she had patched together, she participated in, a beautiful double wedding ring. Quilt that she had given to my son Dan and his wife Christy for their wedding. But one of the very simple things that the Creole recalled was the fact that she considered it a real privilege to iron her father's work shirts. And she marveled how she ever came to that conclusion. It wasn't a convenient electric iron either. It was one that had to warm on the stove and do the work. But somehow her mother was able to convince her that that was a very special privilege. Let me close by using the words of Henry David Thoreau. Maybe that's inappropriate. Thoreau was not one who believed in God. He was an eccentric by anyone's standards. He was a person whose lifestyle we wouldn't want to emulate, but he was a genius of sorts. And in the experiment that he conducted in trying to draw closer to nature, as he lived on the shore of Walden Pond for 2 years in the beautiful state of Massachusetts, he seemed to develop a feel for nature and for what it held, and expressed it as good or better than I've heard expressed by anyone else.
but I noted in his writings that he always spelled nature with a capital N. And I think that he had a belief, even though he didn't understand the source of all that. But he wrote these words, and I think that they are a fit and appropriate tribute to Mother Olsen. He said, "It is something to be able to paint a particular picture or to carve a statue,